Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are literally going to break down how to transform your laptop, the one you're probably looking at right now, into a full-blown Hollywood studio and a wildly creative writing team, all using Google's newest AI suite. Listen, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer mountain of content you're supposed to produce, or maybe you're just frustrated because your big ideas are way ahead of your technical skills, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to dive into some incredible, absolutely free tools that bridge that gap entirely.
So let's chew on this provocative question for a second. Because thanks to tools like NotebookLM and Google Flow, this is definitely no longer just some sci-fi hypothetical. We are talking about taking a tiny little spark of an idea in your head and riding it all the way to a cinematic 60-second commercial or a stunning, swipeable social media campaign. No massive budget, no camera crew, no dark, expensive editing bay. The whole shebang is right there on your computer.
All right, here is our roadmap for today's explainer, the new AI Creative Studio. Fun ideation with NotebookLM, meet your AI director, the secret to consistency, mastering the Omni prompt, and your next creative steps. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The new AI Creative Studio.
Okay, so before we can start generating all this fun content, you really need to pin down your ikigai, basically your core brand purpose. Think of it as the ultimate intersection of what you love, what you're actually good at, what people will pay you for, and what the world genuinely needs. It's like finding your true north. Actually, one of our sources, Sandy, went through this the hard way. She grew this massive channel doing stuff she loved, but she just couldn't monetize it. So she pivoted to a channel purely focused on money, and surprise, surprise, she completely burned out because the passion just wasn't there. But you can skip all that headache. You just fill out a personal blueprint, feed that directly into Gemini, and boom, the AI learns exactly who you are, creating this rock-solid strategic foundation for your studio.
Section 2. Fun Ideation with NotebookLM.
Now that we've got our purpose dialed in, this is where it gets super fun. NotebookLM essentially becomes your brilliant head writer. What is absolutely mind-blowing here is how effortlessly it takes dry, boring research and spins it into an array of incredibly engaging assets. You're not just getting dense text summaries back. We're talking vibrant, swipeable Instagram carousels that are practically begging to be shared. You get these engaging mind maps that visually link your crazy ideas and custom infographics that make your data just pop. It takes the dull stuff and turns it into exciting, creative formats your audience is actually going to love.
And just imagine the time you're going to save. I mean, one creator literally fed her entire YouTube channel into this tool. In seconds, she got back a complete study of her most popular content, packed with fresh, fun carousel ideas. Instead of sitting there staring at a blank screen, agonizing over what to post next, NotebookLM acts like your ultimate brainstorming buddy. It digs up the hidden gems from your past work and pitches you incredibly fun new ways to show them off. The absolute best part, you don't have to start from scratch. Got a YouTube link? Drop it in and let it analyze the themes to get custom carousels. Feed it your personal blueprint, and it'll understand your ikigai to generate highly targeted newsletters. You can even toss in old dusty content, and it extracts the data to give you brand new visual infographics. The AI does all the heavy lifting of repackaging your stuff. It literally turns content creation from a dreaded chore into an absolute playground.
Moving right along to Section 3. Meet your AI director.
All right, so once we've got all those fun ideas from NotebookLM, we step into the director's chair using Google Flow and the new multimodal Gemini Omni model. If you're someone who likes full control and, hey, no judgment, this is the manual workflow inside Google Flow to build, let's say, a super emotional Cadbury-style commercial. Step 1, you generate a stunning macro hero product shot. Imagine a glossy milk chocolate bar slowly breaking apart. Step 2, you create reusable characters. Maybe a cheerful kid and a sweet elderly neighbor, and you actually lock in exactly how they look and sound. Step 3, you just drop these generated clips right onto your timeline to assemble the final cut. It's wild.
Section 4. The secret to consistency.
Okay, we have all seen those wonky amateur AI videos, right? The ones where the actor's face magically morphs into a different person every 3 seconds, and the living room furniture dances around the background. Yeah. If you just type prompts in randomly, that is exactly what happens. But with the Flow AI agent, you use something called locked generation. You absolutely must lock your character and your location first before you generate the final shots. It is literally the difference between an amateur mess and a sleek professional masterpiece.
Let's break this down using what we'll call the Cartier Panther method. Imagine you're directing a high-end luxury ad. The Flow AI agent is basically your creative director here. First, it makes you approve the character. So you lock in this beautiful little panther cub with deep amber eyes. Next, you lock the location. Let's say a warm, moonlit Parisian library. Only after those two things are locked down does the agent generate your cohesive 6-shot storyboard. It guarantees those deep amber eyes and that exact warm lighting stay perfectly, beautifully consistent across every single frame.
Section 5. Mastering the Omni Prompt. Of course, the output you get is only ever as good as your input. According to Google DeepMind's official guide, there are 5 sequential building blocks you need to construct the perfect cinematic prompt. Start with framing and motion. Tell it, do you want a wide angle or a gentle glide? Next is style. Keep it simple. Say cinematic or Studio Ghibli and let the AI do its thing. Third is lighting, the unsung hero of cinema. Be specific. Is it warm, crisp, ethereal? Fourth is location, where broad strokes usually work best. And finally, action. What are your subjects actually doing? If you structure your prompts this way, your results go from just okay to absolutely breathtaking.
Now lean in for this pro tip, because let's be honest, trying to remember all 5 of those steps every single time is a massive pain. You can actually just copy the URL of that DeepMind guide, drop it straight into Claude, and save it as a permanent custom skill. From then on, you just toss Claude a basic idea like, a video about a spaceship, and it will automatically write a perfectly structured, omni-optimized prompt for you forever. It's literally like having a professional technical director sitting on your shoulder.
And finally, Section 6, your next creative steps. All right, here is the absolute crucial takeaway. 6 months. Our sources emphasize that the gap between creators who start playing with these free tools today and the ones who just nod along and wait 6 months, well, that is going to be the most expensive gap in the industry this year. The learning curve right now is basically 0 because the AI acts as your personal guide. But if you wait, you are going to be playing desperate catch-up in a world that has completely moved on without you.
So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. Are you ready to stop just watching other people's content and finally start directing your own creative studio? You've got NotebookLM ready to make the ideation phase incredibly fun and easy, and you've got Google Flow waiting to bring those wild ideas to cinematic life. Literally, the only thing standing between you and your first AI masterpiece is opening a new browser tab. Get out there and start creating.